into Central Wyoming College for Region 9 men's basketball between the CWC Rustlers, who got a W last night, and the Eastern Lancers, who have lost 4 straight in a key Region 9 North basketball battle. Good afternoon. I'm John Gabrielson alongside Devin Davis. If you were just watching, the CWC women came away with a 77-75 electrifying home win over over Eastern Wyoming College, and get themselves a much-needed win to stay out of that number 7 spot in the standings in Region 9 basketball. Good afternoon. I'm John Gabrielson alongside Devin Davis, and a huge thanks to Amanda Nikoloff and the new media kids. Great job. Julian Delgadillo was our director. Addie Wagner, Noah Marshall on cameras up here. And boy, that was an exhausting one that took a long time to play.
You know, when I looked down at my clock, I'm like, man, that was a long game. But there were a lot of free throws, a lot of fouls, and just lead changes back and forth. But you know what? The way I look at it, we were in this spot a couple of weeks ago, right, against Northwest. The girls won their game. The guys turned around and backed that up with a good performance as well. So I'm thinking that probably bodes well for this game against Eastern Wyoming. Yeah,
for the ladies, 9 ties, 13 lead changes. Each team led by 10 at one point in that ball game. Central 10 early, Eastern 10 later. Central gets the W. And let's take a look quickly here, because that's what we've got going on. Let's take a look at some men's basketball standings. No more undefeateds after Western Wyoming defeated Casper on Thursday night. Casper sitting at the top of the division with Gillette right now, 6-1 and 5-1. Northwest is 4-3 with their victory over Eastern last night. Laramie County 3-4 with their victory over Central. Western hanging out at 3-4. Central now 2-5, and they have overtaken Eastern. Eastern's lone conference win came against Central when they played at Torrington, 75-54 in favor of Eastern Wyoming College in that one. So that's where your standings will sit currently right now. And Central trying to make their mark and up themselves a little bit more in their stock as far as the region first round play-in game goes.
That would definitely help out standing-wise if the Rustlers could pick up a win here.
CWC 7-17 on the year, 2-5 in Region 9. They are one win streak, if you will, 4-4 at home. Eastern Wyoming 5-19 on the year under first-year head coach Bill Engel. They are 1-6 in Region 9 play. They've lost 4 in a row, and they're 0-9 on the other team's court. Not neutral, but at somebody else's home gym, they are 0-9.
That's either a good thing or a scary thing.
Yeah, exactly. And when will that breakthrough come? And we'll find out. When these two teams played, Eastern Wyoming has a lot of kids, you notice, on the court out there.
A ton.
15 of them played against Central. And they played a bundle last night as well. They did not shoot me the starting lineups. I was going to get talk to the coach, but unfortunately didn't happen because of where we sit. They come in during the women's games and things like that. And so we will get starting lineups for you here for the visitors in just a few minutes. Let's give you the starting lineups, though, for the Rustlers, and they will start like this. Wearing number 2 is a 6'2 freshman from Hobart, Tasmania, averaging 9 points, 3 rebounds, scored 7 points last night, scored 5 versus Eastern Wyoming the first time they played. That is Jordan Peel. Wearing number 1 is Cameron Gully out of El Paso, Texas, a 5'10 freshman. Scored 13 versus Gillette. He scored 10 points and 5 rebounds in the start last night. Mo Mahadi will come off the bench. Mo had a great night last night, scoring 14 off the bench. So coach wanted to shake things up and get some attention a little bit for each one of the two, and I think he got that with how it went last night. Also starting tonight is number 3, Julian Ormond. Julian out of Mableton, Georgia, 6'4 freshman, averages 11 points per ball game, 13 points with 8 boards last night, scored 16 against Eastern in their first meeting. Julian wearing number 3. 13, a 6'5 freshman from Kesper Natrona High School in Kesper, Wyoming, is Isaac Paddock. 9 points, 4 rebounds. He had 9 and 5 last night. And number 20, the 6-foot freshman who did the defensive job holding TJ Coulter to just 4 second-half points last night. The defender for the Rustlers out of Springwood, Queensland, is Hunter Trago. He wears number 20. I did not put this graphic together correctly, and so disregard the points per game. It's 59 Central, 68 Eastern. It is 33%, it is 26%, 26% rebounds Central, 32 for Eastern, and both teams, Central shooting 33% from 3, Eastern shooting 28% from 3. So that was all my best intentions sometimes go out the window.
For a minute there, I thought we had a new player because I see that Muhammad changed his hairstyle a little bit.
Yeah, he's got the headband. He's like the old Fletch, 6'8". He's got a little higher hair going on. Does Mo, but it worked. He had 14 points. So
maybe that's what it took, right?
Last night. Starting lineups has evolved, I guess, if you will, for head coach Bill Engel. Bill Engel's a comedian. Bill Engel is a head basketball coach. He was coach of the year at Minnesota North College Rainy River, where he'd been since 2015. He was 28-4 last year. Several other coach of the year awards, and now has moved into the spot in Torrington as the head coach at Eastern Wyoming College. This is your Porter's Mountain View Supply pregame show. As I'll get that out of there, we'll go to this. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll check the starting lineups for the visiting Eastern Lancers, and we'll get this game going. 1-0 Central on the day against Eastern, with the women winning 77-75. We'll be back and finish out the Porter's Mountain View Supply pregame show right after this.
Experience the thrill of big wins at Wind River Hotel and Casino. From Vegas-style slots to the ultimate table games, Wind River Casino and Hotel is the best place to play and stay for the perfect weekend getaway. Relax and unwind in the Wind River Hotel and delight your taste buds in the Red Willow Restaurant. Play, stay, and win at Wind River Hotel and Casino, Wyoming's premier entertainment experience.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
At Central Wyoming College, discover your path to success. From ag and equine, nursing, business and entrepreneurship, culinary, software development, automotive and welding, cosmetology, to outdoor leadership, agriculture, law enforcement, tribal leadership, CWC has you covered, offering hands-on learning and career-focused programs. Change your future at Central Wyoming College. It's central to your dreams coming true.
No antenna, cable, or satellite connection? No problem. You can now stream Wyoming PBS live at wyomingpbs.org/streaming. Or using the free PBS app on your favorite streaming device. The Wyoming PBS live stream is available on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, and on many smart TVs. Wyoming PBS, now streaming live.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Turn the mics on. Welcome to Central Wyoming College. We're going to turn this over to Steve Barlow in just a moment.
Before we announce the starters, just take 1 second to remind everybody to be respectful of these young men, coaching officials, with all your actions, your language, and everything else. Cheer for them, not against them, please. Thank you. All right, now let's meet the starters. First for Eastern, from 6'7" sophomore, number 4, Kyrie Rashid. A 5'9" freshman, number 11, Jaron Spates. A 6'2" freshman, number 20, LJ Miller. A 5'8" freshman, number 30, Russell Moore. And a 6'5" sophomore, number 32, Rodrigo Sanchez. Lancers coached by head coach Bill Engel. All right, now let's meet your wrestlers. First, from El Paso, Texas, a 5'10" freshman, number 1, Cameron Gully. From Hobart, Tasmania, 6'2" freshman, number 2, Jordan Peel. From Mapleton, Georgia, 6'4" freshman, number 3, Julian Orman. From Casper, Wyoming, 6'5" freshman, number 13, Isaac Paddock. And from Springwood, Queensland, 6' freshman, number 20, Hunter Trago. Wrestlers coach, head coach Pat Rafferty. Good luck, man.
So in the interesting scheme of things, I put together starting lineups, and I have a little stat sheet that I put all my stuff. And I look at players to put in the score sheet that would normally play a lot, score a lot. And I did not even put Rodrigo Sanchez basically on the list. And normally I'm fairly right on that. But not only am I not right, Rodrigo Sanchez started. I believe he started last night as well. Rashid, Spates, Miller, Moore, and Sanchez dressed in their road gold uniforms. Central in their home whites. They win the tap. Ball goes around and through a player, and it's going to stay Eastern basketball. Kyrie Rashid, Phoenix, Arizona, the 6'7" sophomore. Started every game for Eastern Wyoming. He's got the ball now. On top of that, he's also the student body president of Eastern Wyoming College.
He's a big body out there for sure for Isaac to keep track of.
Yeah, 6'7", but he looks bigger than that. That shot doesn't go in. Ormond will come in and clear the rebound. He's 6'7", but he looks taller than, looks like he's got better than a 2-inch height advantage on Isaac.
Big time.
Probably got about 25, 30 pounds as well, if you will. Central coming off the big 10-point win last night. Trago played great defensively. Shot clock down to 5. Central, Gully can't connect. Moore the rebound. Trago is guarding Spates, by the way. Allen and Ziza out of Amarillo, Texas is their leading scorer. Did not start tonight. Wearing number 22 on the bench. He did not start last night either, as Northwest was beaten 90-79. Paddock with a swipe, but they say he's on the line. Shot clock down to 8. Spates out of Deerfield Beach, Florida. It's an NBA player with that name from that area, I believe. As Rodrigo Sanchez's shot does not go in. Gully has it knocked off of his leg on a good defensive move by Spates. Sanchez gives it back to Spates. Central in a man-to-man. Trago knocks it out of bounds. It will stay Lancer basketball. Nearly 2 minutes, no score.
Yeah.
Shot clock down to 10. Spates rejected from behind.
Nice job by
Jordan Peel
that time. Strip it out of his hands as he's about ready to shoot.
Gully has it. Started last night, had 10 points, 5 rebounds in the start. Ormond, 17 straight away, back of the iron. Paddock will get the offensive rebound. Took them a lot less time to get their first offensive rebound than the ladies in the last game. I say tongue-in-cheek. 10 to shoot. Peel gets free, lets it rip. Can't get it, but another offensive rebound. But it's stolen right away by Moore. Moore, 1-on-4. Missed it. Peel gets chucked out of the pack by Rashid. He gets back up and will run into the picture late.
Physical game so far.
Great anticipation by Moore to make up some ground to steal what would have going to be an easy layup for Isaac Paddock.
Now we're almost 3 minutes into the game without a bucket.
Yeah, zeros at the 17-minute mark. Miller tipped out of there by Paddock. 11 to shoot. Neither team subbing as of yet. It's a full bench on the other side.
There it is, yeah. I think they probably had to bring an extra chair out.
Might have bring an extra bus. Still missing. Rashid, Trego the board. Both teams just trying to find a rhythm right now. Neither team has dented the scoreboard. They have dented the rim. Trego, there we go. Let that lefty rise, fire, and deliver. Hunter Trego with a triple to start things off for Central. Underneath, Sanchez fouled and won by Peel.
Tough spot for Jordan to be in, though. You know, I mean, he was all by himself. He couldn't do anything. Just trying to keep him from having an easy layup that time.
Rodrigo Sanchez, 6'5" sophomore. He played 22 minutes in the start last night and scored 10 points. He averages 2 points per game. Has not shot a free throw in the season till now.
Hadn't shot a free throw?
He hadn't played much. Wow. I told you I would have left him off of the stat roster. Trego, back-to-back triples, not going to happen. Spates the rebound. 5 new rustlers are going to come in, and we'll get immediate timeout on top of it on the next stop as Ormond ends up getting the basketball back. He'll challenge, tapped back up, Paddock, tapped out of there. Peel has it. Central doing well on the offensive boards. Gully stripped to the floor. Spates grabs it, picks it up. Well, you said physical, didn't you?
Yeah.
Once earlier?
Just both teams being super aggressive defensively.
Appreciate you tuning in on the Rustler Athletics YouTube page. Love the people chiming in their favorite players as that ball does not go in. Still waiting for that first media timeout when 8 new players are going to check into the game. Gully triple in front of the iron. Could tell that one wasn't going from our angle. Immediately as LJ Miller has it poked, but right into the hands of Rashid, and Paddock gets it. Eastern 1 of 7, Central 1 of 8. It's 3-3. Almost a little over 5 minutes into the ball game. Warmer outside than it is inside. Paddock's going to get free, and he missed the bunny. Oh my golly. It has been that kind of game. Well, he was wide open and couldn't get it to go. Double clutch. Rashid fires it up, doesn't get it, and now a foul on Rashid as Paddock gets the rebound. And we'll get everybody a chance to check their breath and take a breath and see what's going on after the first media timeout. 14:27 left. We're tied at 3s. First half, back after this.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here.
Open mic, fade and camera 2, Q Talent.
Join one of the most in-demand creative and technical careers, new media. Live and work anywhere with your choice of thousands of radio and television stations across the country. Travel the globe as a social media influencer. Join a business marketing team or use your new media skills to start and promote your own business. Wherever your dreams take you, it all begins at CWC. Expect hands-on training in all aspects of media production, including video, audio, social media marketing, and web development. Enjoy learning in a collaborative and inclusive atmosphere. Our small class sizes provide one-on-one attention with our expert instructors. Make your way at Central and start your journey to a rewarding career in new media.
Welcome back to basketball. Mo Mahadi, Phoenix Trago, Dominic McLawrence, Malachi Kottman, and Dennis Kim Young-Julo into the ball game for the Rustlers. A fresh 5 new bodies in for Eastern. And Ziza, who I said is their leading scorer, did not start tonight. He is in. Spazijevich is into the ball game as well. At the end of the shot clock, but a rebound. Kottman, he'll have it stripped and taken away. Out on the run, Javier Gonzalez is fouled from behind. Foul is going to be whistled on Dennis Kim Young-Julo from Istanbul, Turkey, a 6'1 freshman. Malachi Kottman, 6'7 sophomore from Springwood, Queensland. Dom McLawrence, 6'2 freshman from Longmont, Colorado. And Phoenix Trago, twin brother of Hunter Trago from Springwood, Queensland. Allen and Ziza from Amarillo, Texas. Jumps and throws it into the corner to Eli Iguaranes, also from Amarillo, Texas. Shot clock down to 4, floating, got it. Nice play by Allen and Ziza. He went off for 37 in one game this year against North Platte when he hit 6 of 11 threes and 11 from 12 from the line in a 37-point performance. He had 16 against Central last time, did Nziza, their leading scorer, and it's 5-3. A vocal bench for Eastern, which is a lot of vocal because there's a lot of them out there. And then last touch by Gonzalez. Central will keep it with 10 to shoot. And we've got another sub back into the game. Actually, LJ Miller is who I called this person. Eli didn't get to go through pronunciations with the coach, so we're just going to call him Eli so I don't butcher it too badly. Malachi Kottman scores, and we are tied at 5 apiece. 12:49 left. We're almost ready for another media timeout.
I mean, if you have that many kids on the bench, you can keep a fresh 5 in there for a long time.
Nice steal, Kottman. Take it away, Mahadi. Well, they had Trago wide open underneath, but realized it too late. Kottman triple teamed. Once they get it on that low block, he was triple teamed. Zone defense by the Lancers, or are we in a zone? Yeah, I think we're zone. Dennis, corner. Ball tapped into the air. Taking it out of there is Spazijevich. He's out of Serbia. Another media timeout coming on the next whistle. Spazijevich, corner. Nathan Mirich is into the ball game. Nathan, 6-foot freshman from Cheyenne, and that one misses badly by Nziza off the corner of the glass. It has not been a shooting clinic. Central 2 of 12. How about Mahadi going high off glass? And a quick stop in play. Let a player tie his shoe, and going to bring Russell Moore into the ball game, and we'll get another media timeout coming your way as well. 7-5 after nearly 8.5 minutes of play. We'll be back after this first half.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
That's extremely exciting.
Absolutely fascinating.
There's something you're doing that's magic.
Hey y'all, my name is Denali Klein. I'm a corporal in the Wyoming Army National Guard. I am a 42 Alpha, which is a human resource specialist. I help soldiers in the Guard be administratively correct. I serve in the Wyoming Army National Guard because I wanted to take full advantage of my benefits, and it is a privilege to serve my community. I am the Cowboy Guard.
Nathan Mirich into the ball game. He wears number 31 for Eastern Wyoming. He's from Cheyenne East High School. He had a buzzer beater over Riverton, 74-73 last year. If people remember that name from Riverton fame. Eastern the basketball. They trail by 2. Neither team really in a flow. Eastern 2 of 11 for 18% and a free throw. Central 3 of 13, 1 of 7 from the arc. Mahadi got a piece of it. Picking it up on the end line is Moore. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Eli dish. Easy basket to Spazajevich on a nice pass from Eli Iguranez. Out of Amarillo, Texas. I ventured his name again. But he is now Eli from now on. McLawrence goes to Trego. Haven't seen Phoenix play in several games.
Go.
McLawrence might be a 3-second count, but nothing called. And then Kottman's triple is no good. Knocked out of bounds. It will be Eastern basketball. Miles Hersha, the only Rustler that has not appeared in this ball game. Haven't seen, like I said, Phoenix Trego on the court in a while. The other 4 have played significant minutes last night. Mirich back up top. Rustlers in a man-to-man. 10 to shoot. How about that? Glass by
that looked like me playing horse.
Eli.
Calling bank.
Yeah, in your driveway over the Buick.
That's exactly right.
10-7, 5-0 run by Eastern, and a throwaway by Central. Corner, Trego, right-hander. His twin brother's left-handed. He's right-handed. Comes out. Gonzalez, cross-court, Mirich, triple on the way. That one misses badly. And a foul. Spazajevich holds his hand up in the air. I thought he got all ball, honestly. He thought he did too, and I thought he had all ball.
Not much contact for sure, if there was any.
His first personal. Not much in the way of stats to talk about right now, especially scoring stats. This is how many players Eastern has on the roster. I have to scroll down on the computer to see all of them. Mahadi lobbed out low. Nice play to McLawrence. Put it off glass and the window. Mahadi the assist.
Got an open shot for probably the first time tonight, other than the one Isaac Paddock had, I should say.
Oh, and yeah, that one.
We got to give him a hard time about that.
No, he's not going to like that at all. That he missed that, obviously. Yeah. Getting free and scoring is Moore. He's out of Crestview, Florida. He's 5'8". 5 new Rustlers make their way to the check-in stand behind Mahadi there as he'll dribble it across the timeline. Trego, Kottman, Dennis playing catch. Dennis going to take it to the rack. He'll have it swatted, rejected, and taken away by Eastern. Well, they have set the precedent early that this one is going to be physical. This is almost playoff physicality right now.
That's right. Both teams really stepping up their defense.
Ooh. He's in the restricted area, so that would not have been a charge, but Mahadi getting run over by Eli.
Now we're going to swap out the starting 5 back into the game.
Line change for the Rustler hockey team. Peel, Ormond, Hunter Trego, Cam Gully, Isaac Paddock back in. Also back in is Rashid. And Spates in there as well. Moore for 3. No good. Paddock gets the rebound. $15 Lancers played when they played in Torrington against Central.
Yeah, I wonder what your substitution mindset is when you have that many kids.
I think you go hot hand and keep them playing as that triple comes off. And that ball knocked out of bounds by Trego. And media timeout on the way again. Stay close. 7:43 left. We'll be back after this. Eastern up 12-9.
Central to athletics.
Central for making dreams come true.
So you're a Rustler fan, but you can't make it to campus. Hey, no worries. Show your CWC pride wherever you are with gear from the Central Wyoming College bookstore at cwcbookstore.com. From hoodies to hats, sports specific and parents, the bookstore has everything you need to rep the Rustlers in style. Head over to cwcbookstore.com, your one-stop shop for official CWC fan apparel. cwcbookstore.com. Gear up, cheer on the Rustlers no matter where you call home.
7:43 mark, 12-9. Eastern out in front with a basketball. Eastern, they've heated up to 31%, 5 of 16 from the field. Central has heated up to 4 of 18, and then Eastern just throws it away. Their 4th turnover. Even in turnovers right now, Central owns the rebounding advantage right now, 14-9. And 4 offensive rebounds, but unfortunately only 9 points on the board to show for all of that. Zone defense, 2-3 zone. And a steal again. Spates puts it off glass and in. I think Coach Engel has kind of settled into more of a shorter bench rotation further on into conference play. And a foul is going to be whistled trying to get through the pick. They're going to go on Spates. The Floridian will get the call.
You know, though, like you said, I think you as the game goes along and you sub your players in, you kind of stick with whoever's playing the best.
Well, and you know, it helps, I guess, in one aspect in practice when you have that many kids.
Yep.
You can do that. Central at different times is through injuries and some other items. As Trego fires a 3, it's no good. They've not been able to go 5-on-5 in practice because of a couple of injuries. They are left with 5-on-4, 5-on-3, that type of situation. Nice rise and fire by Moore, another Floridian. 16-9, Eastern out in front. Trego burns it into the front court. They left him alone for a second. Overplay, Kottman, Peel, triple, dish pans out. Rashid the rebound.
Tough sledding for the Rustlers right now.
Well, Coach Rafferty said this was the most disappointing loss they had of the season when they lost at Eastern. They had a sizable, close to 10-point lead in the first half and then hit a lull and just never recovered and ended up getting beat by 21. Mirich trying to beat the shot clock. You know what's going back to the women's game? Tal Ballin had 2 air balls. But she also then had 30 points. So
yeah, she didn't quit shooting, right? You know,
do you remember the sitcom in the 80s? You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have
the facts of life.
Exactly. That's the good, the bad. As Mirich almost with a steal on Trego. And Coach Rafferty lightened up his kids a little bit as Mo Mahadi is going to check in for Jordan Peel. Jordan's got some tape on his high left calf. Does Peel.
He always has that tape on his wrist almost every game.
Gonzalez back into the game for Eastern. And Central is at a pretty good deficit as far as scholarships and money compared to the rest of Region 9, but also neither Central coach has an assistant coach. And a lot of times you get tunnel vision as a head coach, and that assistant coach will see things that you don't see.
It's just nice to have somebody to...
Just another perspective.
Yep, to run things off of and get some new perspective.
Mahadi lost the handle. He'll have 11 to shoot. The Coach Raff has been in the coaching business for going on 411 years now. I'm kidding. But 41, I think, yeah. He knows what's going on, but nice play.
Nice inbound play to Julian that time.
He has seen a lot of basketball, is what I'm saying, and he knows.
Nothing surprises him.
He sees the big picture most of the time, but it still would be nice just to have a devil's advocate, if nothing else, on the bench.
Yep.
Someone else to play good cop, bad cop with sometimes as well. Looked like he short-armed that, no follow-through, and Gonzalez can't connect on that three.
Just a 5-point lead by the Lancers right now, so CWC staying tight.
Kottman three just does not fall. Central have shot a lot of threes. I think they've shot more threes than they wanted to in the first half. They're 1 of 14 now. They've
1 of 14.
Yeah, they shoot 19 a game, and they've already shot 14 with 4 minutes left in the first half. And I think a lot of that is in part due to the Lancers'
the way the
defensive pressure.
Yeah, definitely.
Gonzalez just missed there from a moment ago. Doesn't pull the trigger on that one. 3 seconds on the clock. Fade, Rashid. And diving on it and sliding across the floor. And that'll be a tie-up, and it's going to be Central basketball out of all of that melee. I think Coach Engel is saying, how come that's not a travel?
He went nearly 10 feet.
As he slid. Yeah, because we're going to the media timeout, we're going to actually, I want to watch this play again.
I was wondering that, is there?
So let's go watch this here. And you can watch slides through 10 feet, the 10-foot volleyball.
From the 10-foot line to the half court.
Might be 12 feet. Let's watch one more time as the rebound comes out. Slide.
Oh, yeah, pretty darn close. I'd say 11.
Yeah, and I'm going to say that's probably, in most books, I would think that's a travel, is it not?
But I thought so, too, but
nothing called. And Central actually benefits because they have the arrow and they'll have the basketball. CWC, again, they average shooting 19 threes a game, hitting 6. They've already shot 14 and have hit 1. And you think the law of averages that you're not going to shoot that bad the whole game. At least you hope you're not.
Right.
But on the other side, it's not like Eastern is lighting it up either. They're 1 of 5 from the arc and 7 of 22 from the field. But Central really not shooting well at home right now, 5 of 23. So out of the media timeout, Lahadi will bring it across the stripe. Ormond out to Trago, battles the dribble, diving on it, and a foul is going to be called. It's going to be called on Moore. Trago holding his right eye as he comes out of the pack with that. Somebody's got to come off the court. They got 6 out there right now. And there it is. Okay, it's Julian Ormond. He was standing out on the court with Coach Raff. I think Central got bailed out a bit there. Trago still looking at this through one eye after he got, that's where that foul came from. It was a loose ball, which normally that negates all foul activity.
Yeah.
McLawrence, Mahadi, triple, still no.
1 of 15 now. Holy cow. And they have been good looks for the most part, too.
A steal. Dom McLawrence set up like he was going to dunk it, and then at the last second lays it in with a finger roll. Central will take it, though, a much-needed basket. 16-13, and shot clock did not reset. Going to have to take some seconds off of the shot clock. They'll take 4 seconds off. Trado comes out. He's going to go get looked at in the top right-hand corner of your screen by Stephanie Gallagher, the trainer, as Dennis Kim Young-Ulo checks back into the game. Jock Mayan kind of, actually it's Jumarian Way going to put his elbow into Mahadi, and he gave the Travis Kelce flop back a little bit that drew a penalty in that championship game a couple of weeks ago. It was half-hearted, if you will. Central with a chance to tie if they could hit their second 3 of the ball game. 2:20 left. Dennis McLawrence. Cam gets open. Keeps shooting. 2 of 16 from the arc, Central. And yet the game is tied at 16 apiece. Spates all the way to the rack, scores on Gully. Back to a 2-point Eastern advantage. Ooh, near steal picked off. It is stolen away. Way has it. Corner Spates. Shot on the way, Miller, no good. It's going to be spiked out of bounds off of Way. Central basketball. Mirich checking back in for the Lancers out of Torrington, Wyoming, Eastern Wyoming College. Who's doing the yelling? I thought it might have been their head coach, but he didn't look like he was emphasizing that much to scream that far, yelling at his player to get up in the press.
It was awfully quiet there for a while.
90 seconds in the first half left. Dennis up top, Paddock.
CWC trying really hard to run their offense.
Mahadi's triple does not go in.
Just can't get the ball inside at all.
They've almost shot their game average of 3s, and we still have a minute left in the first half. Spin cycle by Miller hits the end of cycle. And Coach Rafferty calls a timeout with 56 seconds left to play in the first half. Going on at Northwest College, the Trappers are leading LCCC 46-37 at halftime. And earlier today, the CWC women picked up a 77-75 victory over Eastern Wyoming College, avenging an 85-54 loss on the road at Torrington. Minute left here with Central down by 2. We'll have hopefully Coach Wyatt, and I would imagine Tal Ballin and or SB Vergara. Again, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, you can send a shout out. Tell us where you're watching the Rustlers from, or the Lancers. If you're a Lancer fan, we'll give you a shout out during the broadcast. Central breaks the timeline, and they'll throw it away. Miller ends up with it, diving on it. Mahadi ends up with it. Bodies sail.
As bad, as tough as it's been for CWC, it's not any better for Eastern Wyoming.
No, it couldn't be any more even than it is on the scoreboard right now, to be honest with you. Dennis, double clutch. Nice rebound, McLawrence. He's rejected from behind by Spazujevich. And a quick timeout with 14 seconds left for Coach Engel. Boy, what a wild turn of events. Good gracious. This, if you have missed the first half, watch this, because this is how the first half has went in the last 15 seconds of play. Right there. Bodies flying, more bodies, and now here we come the other way. Okay. Then Central's going to work a little bit of offense here. Dennis going to pump fake. He's going to have it stripped right there. Throws it up. Dom has it. He's rejected. And that's where, I mean, it's just a wild chain of events that epitomizes, microcosms the whole first half of basketball.
I don't think I've ever...
The only thing that was missed in there was a CWC three-point attempt.
That's right.
Did not happen in there, so... 14 seconds remaining in the first half of a low-scoring affair. And then, Mahadi almost had to steal it. Was headed out of bounds on a bad pass from Spazievich. And I was right. I did say Taubal, and she'll join us at halftime.
Can you believe we're almost at halftime and neither team has reached 20 points?
Yeah, 5 seconds. Spade's going to try to get 20. He will.
Oh, he did.
With 1.3. And that's how the first half will end. 20-16 at the intermission. Now, that's not a misprint. That is 20-16 currently in favor of the visitors. The good news for Central is you're only down 4 as bad as you've played.
Yes.
And I guess that's the silver lining you take out of it. Coming up, your Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. We'll talk women's basketball. They were victorious today, 77-75. We'll do that right after we do this.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We've got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Central for making dreams come true.
Central to empowerment.
Central to the future of higher education in America.
Central to football.
Central to my heritage.
Central to healthcare.
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching. Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming.
I'm Staff Sergeant Amanda Fry. I'm a public affairs specialist for the Wyoming Army National Guard. One of the reasons I joined is because the Army National Guard offers a lot of benefits for education, just all sorts of stuff. So I joined for a lot of the benefits, but it really has become an important part of my life. It's a source of pride for me. I love serving my state and my country, and I love the job that I have here. I get to go meet new people, meet new soldiers, learn their stories, and help tell their story.
I am the Cowboy Guard.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
At the intermission, and no, it is not a typo when the scoreboard comes back on. 20-16 in favor of the Eastern Lancers at the break. And we've got with us Tal Ballin, who I just talked about during the game as the career assister. And then you come out and score 30. And then Espy, who's the scoring champion, comes out and dishes out 9 assists. You guys decided, you guys just share shoes, so you might as well share roles.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
30 points tonight with 2 air balls, as I give you heck for that.
Yeah.
But what was this? Tell me about this game.
Oh my gosh. I think we had some fire yesterday. I know we were like pretty upset about the loss, and especially because it was a tough loss, but I know today, especially like in warm-ups and everything, like we were just ready to go. We started out good, and during halftime too, we were like, okay, like let's keep going, like let's not lose it. And we were ready.
And we've talked about this at a couple of different points where you guys have things going, and then all of a sudden the tide kind of starts to turn, and it's points where a team may have handed the keys back to the coach and said we're done, but you guys didn't do that, and you battled, and not only that, but you get in a close game. Looks like things are in hand with a 4-point lead, 25 seconds left, and then a held ball, and a couple of buckets later you're tied.
Yeah.
And I just commend you guys, I guess, for the stick-to-itiveness, and I say sophomore leadership. I think you sophomores really demonstrated that today.
No, thank you. Yeah, no, and for sure, like especially during like the timeout, coach definitely was like, we got to keep going, and we should be not upset that we're down, but like it should give us like motivation and fire. And I know like me and SB, because we were kind of closer talking to the bench, we were like, no, we got this, and everyone else was ready to go. So yeah, coach helped us out with that one.
You were 2 of 11 at Eastern and scored 5 points.
Yep.
And tonight was a much different situation. Was it difference in how they played you this time around? Was it different in mindset? Did things just flow better? Home gym? What?
I was coming back from an ankle injury, so that kind of I shouldn't say that did it all, but that definitely like messed with me a little bit. But I just don't think like my confidence was there. We were getting back, and I don't know. I just didn't really believe in myself that game, but today was kind of like a revenge game. So
well, and Northwest will be looking for that on Thursday. They beat LCCC to get the sweep on the weekend, 61-46. Coach Wyatt, that just sets up a big game on Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, I mean
Thursday evening, I guess.
It was a big game no matter what. I told my team in the locker room, like, I don't care what Northwest did today against LCCC. Like, we need to win that game no matter what against Northwest. And we talked about it too. Every game. Like, we honestly believe we can win every game, and we can be competitive when we play the right way and do the right thing. You talk about must wins, and we never said that once with this game. I mean, it kind of was in a sense.
I'm sorry, I did.
You did, yeah. We didn't talk about it though.
Yeah.
To us, it's just like we honestly expect to win every game, and that's the confidence I think that I've helped give them. But they've also given it back, and they've given each other that. I mean, I leaned on them a lot today. Honestly, like you said, the sophomore leadership. This is their team. It's their team. They're the leaders of it. What they feel comfortable with doing, we're going to do. So I look to them for their suggestions. What they want to guard them man or stay in our zone. Do we want to run this or that on offense? And the execution was really good. And you talk about Tal playing really well today. Her ankle, she won't tell you about it, but the first 4 games of region play, she was not herself. She was injured. We don't make excuses, but it was a big deal that she wasn't herself. And when we have her playing like this, we're tough to beat, and everybody knows that. We know that. But I'm so proud of them, and we're not going to think about Northwest until Monday. I will, but I'm going to give them the time to
let them enjoy this. Absolutely.
Yeah, they deserve it. But we knew that game was going to be big no matter what happened today and all that stuff. That's a big game that but they're all big. I mean, this region is just unbelievable.
Did you have some recruits in today too?
I did, yeah. Claudia from Australia actually. She was here watching this game, and I know I have some from Utah watching it on line and live and all that stuff. And so that was a really good game for the recruits to see.
Absolutely.
And I even took some time during the game, like even late in the fourth, to just look at the crowd and
they
just
got
take
into
it all
it.
in.
The defense,
the environment,
they bought in.
The environment
yes.
was amazing, and it's an exciting. When we decide to do it the right way, we play an exciting brand of basketball, and that showed tonight. The fans were into it. It was just a beautiful environment to be a part of.
And it's unfortunate that you have one more left, and it's not for almost a month when you get to play at home again.
Sophomore night, yep. Sophomore night,
March 1st. Cal, shout-outs to anybody?
Oh, shout out to my parents because they're here, especially my mom because she started those chants.
Yup.
And then shout out to my roommates, SB Tiff and Marin.
All right, need to see if we can maybe fund the Talball family
we need to have
excursion to get the cheerleading going.
We need to figure that out.
Yeah.
Her mom definitely starts all that, which is great.
Congratulations to both of you. Thanks for coming up. Tal, 30 points tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad.
Thanks.
I will almost forgive you for the 2 air balls.
Thank you. Yes.
And I say that lovingly because you know I love you,
yes.
kid. And so if someone's listening, like, man, that announcer really
no,
hard
it's okay.
on
Me and
him.
John are great friends.
We know
Don't
exactly.
worry.
We got it.
All right, guys, thanks so much, and good luck next week on the road.
Thank you.
You
Appreciate it.
Tal Ballin and head coach Keith Wyatt. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll take a look at some first-half statistics in this low-scoring 20-16 Eastern lead right after this.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
That's extremely exciting.
Absolutely fascinating.
There's something you're doing that's magic.
Hey y'all, my name is Denali Klein. I'm a corporal in the Wyoming Army National Guard. I am a 42 Alpha, which is a human resource specialist. I help soldiers in the Guard be administratively correct. I serve in the Wyoming Army National Guard because I wanted to take full advantage of my benefits, and it is a privilege to serve my community. I am the Cowboy Guard.
Back to halftime, the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show brought to you by our friends at YDOT, reminding you to buckle up every trip, every time. And I'm going to show you some statistics in this ball game right now as you look at this. 20-16, that's the big issue right there. Eastern, 9 of 27, Central, 7 of 29. Central had 2 more shots, but made 2 less shots than did Eastern Wyoming in the first half. Eastern 1 of 7 from the arc. Central shooting 2 less three-pointers in the first half than their game average of 19. They shot 17 in a half and made 2 of those. 1 free throw shot in a very physical first half of basketball as Central coming back out onto the floor right there. Central winning the rebounds 19-16. Turnovers fairly even. Fouls 4-2. 6 fouls called in the first half.
And isn't that amazing? Like we keep saying how physical it is, but they, for the most part, let them play.
They absolutely did. And then here's where I was saying I have to scroll way down to see the whole scoring numbers. Jaron Spates has 6 to lead the way. Scoring summary is not going to take a long time. Moore with 4. Sanchez with 3. Central, Dom McLawrence has 4. Cam Gully has 3. 2 each for Ormond, Kottman, Mahadi. And that's pretty much the stats right now. Paddock and Trago with 4 rebounds apiece. 3 rebounds for Jaron Spates, 3 for Spazajevich as well. Second half begins after this break. This has been your Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. It will be Eastern Wyoming basketball when we come back.
Experience the thrill of big wins at Wind River Hotel and Casino. From Vegas-style slots to the ultimate table games, Wind River Casino and Hotel is the best place to play and stay for the perfect weekend getaway. Relax and unwind in the Wind River Hotel and delight your taste buds in the Red Willow Restaurant. Play, stay, and win at Wind River Hotel and Casino, Wyoming's premier entertainment experience.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
At Central Wyoming College, discover your path to success. From ag and equine, nursing, business and entrepreneurship, culinary, software development, automotive and welding, cosmetology to outdoor leadership, agriculture, law enforcement, tribal leadership, CWC has you covered, offering hands-on learning and career-focused programs. Change your future at Central Wyoming College. It's central to your dreams coming true.
No antenna, cable, or satellite connection? No problem. You can now stream Wyoming PBS live at wyomingpbs.org/streaming. Or using the free PBS app on your favorite streaming device. The Wyoming PBS live stream is available on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, and on many smart TVs. Wyoming PBS, now streaming live.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
At the intermission, it is Eastern Wyoming 20. It is Central 16. It will be Eastern Wyoming basketball to begin the second half. Up in Northwest College, the Trappers hanging on to a 49-45 lead over LCCC. They're about to hit the first media timeout at the 16-minute mark of that basketball game. Noah Marshall is our student director in the Wyoming PBS studio. Julian Delgadillo and Addie Wagner up top in the box running cameras. Rashid, Spates, Miller, Moore, and Sanchez dressed in gold starting the second half for the Eastern Lancers. Peel, Ormond, Mahadi, Paddock, and Trego dressed in white for Central as we get the second half underway. Boy, Trego just got bodied out of there. Ormond picks it up, but he's on the corner, and everybody on the Eastern bench saw it and reacted. Yeah. Coach Engel directing traffic for his team. Shot clock at 17. And Rashid just kind of moved Hunter Trego out of the pack out of that. And it wasn't because... Now what?
Timeout.
Timeout. 15 seconds into the second half. It wasn't a fact where he like fouled him out of the way. It's just he's so much bigger. He just stood up and Hunter kind of went sailing, but trying to beat the 5 count that time. They do beat the 5 count. Central back at it again Thursday night when they travel to Powell. They'll take on Northwest College. Revenge night for the Trappers as Central won both of those games here at CWC a couple of weeks ago. It feels a lot longer than it was, but then I spent 8 days in Mexico in between there, so that
you don't have to remind us.
Could be wise. So.
We've been in Riverton, Wyoming for the last 8 days.
I know,
so.
and I'm back. So what's that tell you? And they'll be at home one last time, but not until March 1st is the next and last home game for CWC, unless they can work themselves into a play-in game. It's called the play-in game, but it's really the first round of the Region 9 tournament is what it is. But it's basically, it's at home venues, upper seeds hosting lower seeds for the right to go to wherever the host team is, which is the North. Paddock just knocked it away on the inbound and taken away by Central. Good quick hands by the former Mustang of Natrona County High School. Ormond, highest three-point average in Region 9 basketball, and he knocks one down. We're
going to have the opposite shooting percentage this half, I have a feeling.
You called the barn burner in the first game, so we'll see if you'll hold on to that prognostication skills as Central's going to get called for a foul. It's on Hunter Trego. Julian Ormond, 47.8% three-point shooting, and that'll help the average. Sanchez misses it. Paddock, nice physical rebound by Isaac Paddock.
He got position for that rebound. Nice job by Isaac.
Got the steal last time. Pump fake, gets too far underneath and gets sat on his keister, and he'll go shoot a pair of free throws. And the foul going to go on
Rashid?
No, Sanchez.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Rodrigo Sanchez from Madrid, Spain. Isaac's going to go to the line, 72% free throw shooter, just a skosh under the average of the team at 74. Rattles that one home, and we are tied for a fourth time in this ball game. Sanchez out, Jock Mayan from Amarillo, Texas in. Had 8.6 rebounds last time against Central. Paddock gets both. Central has a lead. Spates. Oh, man, Trego gets ran over by Miller, and that'll be a turnover.
Yeah, that wasn't even just a little contact.
I'm going to get a chance to replay that for you.
Knocked him to the ground.
Arlington in the house watching on the, nice save by Trego.
Jeez.
Corner Peel. Got partially blocked, I think, by Spates.
Yep, I think so too.
Ends up missing everything and taken away. Corner triple on the way. Miller missed it. Paddock.
Nobody underneath the backboard for Eastern that time, so easy rebound by Isaac.
Paddock filling up the stat sheet. Mahadi triple. Unfortunately, not as Devin Davis prognosticated. With lighting it up in the second half. 5-0 run by Central over the first 2 minutes of the second half. Have them up by 1. Rashid gets free, lays it in. Paddock has to come help out. They'll give it back to Mahadi, the point guard. Will bring it across the timeline. Did not start the first half, but does the second half. Cam Goliath started in his place yesterday and tonight. Trego out to Mahadi, rolls it to Ormond, loose, 8 to shoot. Mo will reset their offense. Not much time left. 2 seconds when he lets it go, missed everything. That's a shot clock violation. It missed the rim, hit the backboard, but that'll be a shot clock violation against the Rustlers, and it will go back as Rashid comes out. Spazievich will check in.
You definitely have to say that the second half has started out just like the first half.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. If you were hoping for a little different game, it did not change.
Well, and I guess the redeeming value of that is it started that way for both teams.
Yep.
So Mo Mahadi is going to foul Spazievich. Yeah, it's the good news, bad news thing right now is for Eastern, you're not shooting well. You're 10 of 30. You're 1 of 8 from the arc, and yet you're still winning. And for Central, you're 8 of 33, 24%. You're 3 of 21 on the home floor from the three-point line, and Central's going to get the basketball out of that exchange that looked like it was off Paddock.
It did look like it was off Isaac, but...
So Central, you've not shot very well. You have 8 turnovers, but yet you're only down a point. Man-to-man defense by the Lancers. Central working offense. Trego blocked and fouled by Lothario L.J. Miller out of Jacksonville, Florida. And it's going to put Hunter Trego to the line. He was holding his right eye a little while ago in the first half. He'll go shoot free throws. The left-handed twin. 42% from three-point land, and I was going to say 89% from the free throw line, but I didn't want to jinx him, and he missed it anyway. So he must have read my thoughts. Miller comes out of the ball game, and in his place is Eli Igranes from Amarillo, Texas. Trying to tie the game at 22s, and does. Ladies victorious earlier, 77-75. Rustler men try to make it a sweep. Paddock reaches around from behind and gets whistled for the foul. That'll be the first personal on Isaac Paddock. And it will stay Lancer basketball. Shot clock put to 20. Spates guarded by Mahadi right in the middle of your screen. Eastern has played that zone, and it has panned out very good. Spates, nice offensive rebound by Mayan to go high up to get that offensive board on the miss by Spates. And then thrown away. Spates ends up with it. Good recovery defense. Pump fake and a miss, but a foul, and down he goes hard. Ouch. Isaac wasn't going to give up anything easy down there. And Mayan's going to go to the line.
You're not going to dunk in our house.
Second personal on Isaac is Mayan is listed at 6'7". He looks bigger than that. We have a timeout on the floor, but let's go watch that again and see where that ended up. As go here and here and here, and we'll go watch the play underneath as he gets pump faked, Dom in the air, and then Isaac just goes after him.
That was mostly with the body. Isaac,
it just come down under his feet, didn't get underneath him. I don't
Isaac,
think
a big
so.
kid. You know, that's the one thing is, it says 6'5" for Isaac. I don't know if he's that tall, but
if he is, these other kids are 6'9".
Yes,
that are listed at 6'7".
But he plays bigger than he is.
So the Trago family chiming in from Springwood, Queensland. One of them said, let's go left-handed twin, because I said that. Are they actually one right-handed? I mean, I have only seen Phoenix just shoot that three a minute ago. So are they right-hand, left-hand, I guess is the question. So
then they're not identical, right?
Here's trivia for you. Coach Rafferty's wife, Tony Rafferty, is a twin, and they are both right-handed. So
okay.
Who shoots the three better, Tony? You or your twin? 22 apiece on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, and Mayan is going to go to the free throw line and shoot two after the foul by Paddock. And he knocks down the first. Mayan 71% free throw shooter. They're tied at 55 apiece at Cabry Gym and Powell at Ken Rocklett's court. This one, second one, doesn't go in. Peel the rebound. First free throw miss of the night for the Lancers. They're now 2 of 3. Eastern now is in a man-to-man defense, so we'll see if that will help the Central situation. Paddock, pinballed between players, loses the handle. And then he'll go steal it back as he kind of just dispatched Moore,
though, you know?
He dispatched Moore with a pretty good stiff arm to send him packing. Mahadi, stolen by Mayan. He's going to be rejected, have it swatted, as this is a physical game. He might have been fouled a time or two there. Triple, stepping in, missing. Nice rebound by Trago. McLawrence gets thrown out of the equation. He'll join the fray late. Peel. Baseline, Paddock tries to go corners. Stolen by Spates, who saves it in bounds to Spazievich. Peel and Spates on the baseline collide. Underneath, Spazievich in the paint. Just gets out before the 3-second count. Shot clock is at 10. This is... That's the game right there. That exchange for both teams, and I don't mean that derogatory because I know they're all playing their hearts out, but it is a ragged.
Ragged is the perfect description.
And I think it starts with the trio in black and white because they've let it go physical, I think. And I don't mean an advantage or disadvantage for either side, but
no. But so then you kind of push it,
exactly.
You know, and
it's just been let go physical, and neither team really adjusting to that very well. Nice move.
Nice move.
Dom McLawrence, and stepping over the end line is Mayan, and he'll give it right back. I've got at least 7 lead changes in this ball game. I normally had that on my old stat sheet, but now since we've gone to the Presto Live stats, I've relied on others and I've fallen down on my own job. Mahoney will trigger it inbounds. Peel on the inbound.
Russell, I was just going to say, I don't think we've backed up points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's what the Rustlers needed.
That was a 5-point trip down the floor,
exactly.
Thanks to the turnover on Mayan, who stepped over the end line, bringing the ball in. 27-23 Central. Spazievich. Ball is loose.
Wow. I thought he kind of ducked his shoulder that time, but
and all 6 foot of him comes away with another rebound. That is his 6th board of the game. He leads Central in rebounding. He and Isaac, actually that's his 5th. He and Isaac with 5. Peel, back-to-back triples, yes! And he got leveled to the floor and might have been an and one as Mayan blocked him out, and Central all of a sudden has a 7-point advantage. Back-to-back threes by the Hobart, Tasmania freshman. Gonzalez into the midcourt circle. And Ziza, 15-footer straight away, missed it. And Ormond will go get it.
Rustlers did a great job of boxing out that time.
Central is on a 14-3 run to start the second half. I thought he was going to triple dip right there. Ball gets knocked away from behind. It goes off the shoulder of Mayan and out of bounds. Mirich and Way back into the game. For Eastern Wyoming. 12-11 left. We'll get a media timeout coming soon. McLawrence back to the basket. Peel with 3 to shoot, misses badly, gonna have to shoot again, and it beats the shot clock. Dom McLawrence, I think they're gonna have to go look at it. But here's the thing. I don't know that, honestly, they can see the shot clock. So let's watch. Up in the top right-hand corner, you can see the shot clock. There's 3, 2, 1.
He got it off.
I think he did. I don't think they're going to overturn that. We'll watch it one more time as he lets it go. But Peel missing, Dom catching.
It looked like it went to 0 when it was in the air to me.
Watch one more time. I'm going to try to pause this. He's let go right there at that point, and you see there's still 1 second on the shot clock.
Yep. That's sure what it looked like to me.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to overturn this and take this basket away from Dom McLawrence. And I've gotten Trago confirmation that
have you?
One is left-handed, one is right-handed. So now you see the officials at the bench.
It's sometimes I think I shouldn't say anything, but sometimes I think we take too long to do some of these.
I would agree with you. I laugh that the NFL is down to the micro millisecond of everything and micro centimeter of this, and yet the best way to measure a first down is still the old 10-foot
I know
10-foot chain link between.
Yep. Yeah, we haven't changed that in 100 years, but
and the fact they let quarterbacks snap it after it's already hit 0 on the shot on the game clock all the time too is beyond me. So they count the bucket from Dom McLawrence. That's the ruling. You can hear from PA announcer in the background, Steve Barlow. Central now out to a 9-point lead. Nice pass, great pass, and Spazievich underneath scores it. 16-5 this run in the second half by Central. At what point is it no longer a run, though? Technically, former color man Joel Kindle would say it's only a run when the other team hasn't scored. So 7-0 run, 9-0 run. It can't be a 13-1 run. I disagree with that.
Yeah.
As Peel gets a errant 3-point rebound.
Getting a look at the basket here.
Well, and the Central has done well on the offensive rebounding. That is at least their 8th offensive board of the game. Corner, Peel fell down. I think he landed partially on Mirich. Shot doesn't go in. Mirich ends up with a basketball. Stepping into that one is Eli, and he'll miss it. Mirich the rebound. Eastern right now 1 of 12 from three-point line. That's less than 9%. 8.3 in fact, and a travel violation on Nziza.
Good defense that time by Hunter. Just kind of stood his ground and somewhat caused that travel.
Bilal Cisse from Harlem, New York, checking in for the first time. A 6'1 sophomore. He wears number 5. Have not seen him into the action. Central by 7, 10.5 left to play in the ballgame. Central men trying to make it a weekend sweep after being swept by these two teams on the road. Mahadi dribbles through traffic, finds Peel. Cisse with hands all over him. Ormond throws it off of Mirich's foot. 5 seconds to shoot for Central. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And that is no reason to panic because Central has been late in the shot clock many, many, many a time. Mahadi, 5 count. Didn't get it in. They'll turn it over. Turnovers were dead even at 11 prior to that one. Now it's 12-11.
That was a pretty quick 5 seconds.
Let's go check the replay.
Yeah, the millisecond.
And I had a list of all the stuff that is replayable and overturnable and stuff, but you got to have a PhD in it to figure it out. So I credit the officials for being up to speed and knowing all of that, because many of these officials also do high school games around their regions as well.
Yep, so different rules.
Shot clock down to 1, and a bank shot by Russell Moore. Banks it in. I don't think he called it, though, so it should only count 2. And there's another 5 count on Central as the Eastern defense gets a second 5 count. Moore, by the way, has 7. He's 1 for 4 from the arc. Banking that one in at the end of the shot clock. So Central just looked like they'd righted the ship and were on a run as Trago stepped in front of that. Almost picked it off. They'll put it on the S of Rustlers on that end line. 6 minutes left to play in Powell. They're tied at 61 in that ball game. Spates spins, leans, banks. He was asking for the end one, you could hear in the crowd mic. Central will avoid their third 5 count. Nice move, Mahadi around Spates. Bodies fly. Trego triple on the way. Count it.
Hunter couldn't decide whether he wanted to shoot it himself or had Jordan Peele open too.
Lefty connects. And it's 35-30. Cisse, triple, no good. Trego going up for another rebound.
Hunter.
6. He now leads Central in rebounding, the 6-footer. McLawrence tries to go through traffic and gets held up and fouled. Will be the 5th team foul on the Lancers. Spates gets the call. Nope, just the 4th team foul. But it is going to put Dom McLawrence to the line. Cam Gully will check in after this free throw. Dominic scored 10 versus Eastern Wyoming the first time and cannot get that free throw. Central 74% from the line. They are now 3 of 5, which will be under that average. As Cam Gully comes in for Mo Mahadi. Second one manages to rattle through. It's a 6-point Rustler lead, 8.5 left to play. Low scoring affair that was 20-16 at halftime. Central has doubled their first half output. Spates rises, missed it. Oh man, Dom McLawrence gets crushed. And a stop in play, and Dom is slow to get up.
I think that was number 21, Eli Iguaranez, that crashed in for the board and just took out Dom.
Go watch that real quick there. As maybe it looked a little worse in live action than it did on the replay, and then Central throws it away.
Struggling to get the ball inbound. They're keeping 3 guys back to defend the inbound pass. We're not handling it well.
Central turns it over with 8 minutes left to play. Spates has Trego defend him. Moore, 17, in and out. Ormond gets the rebound. Mirich pulls off of him. Baseline and a foul called. 4 seconds on the shot clock. They bail him out. And you hear him yelling, media. Spates will pick up his 3rd. I don't think they can ill afford to lose him. 7:26 left. 36-30 Central, the lead in the basketball when we come back.
Central to athletics.
Central for making dreams come true.
I'm John Gabriel, so that's Devin Davis. Thanks to Noah Marshall, our student director, Addie Wagner, and Julian Delgadillo, our student camera operators. Into the new media department, big thanks to Francis Obukoya, Wyoming PBS engineer, and our friends at PBS for making this possible. Appreciate you tuning in and watching all over this beautiful globe of ours, from Queensland, Tasmania.
I mean, just think, Was it they had 20 at halftime, so they've only scored 10 points.
Yes, it was 20-16 Eastern at half.
10 points by Eastern.
And Central has scored 20.
Almost 13 minutes into the second half.
Central has struggled getting it in, but not
Nice.
this time. They'll find Dom McLawrence wide open on the inbound, and he'll bank it home and put him up by 8. Central is heated all of a sudden up to 32% from the field. They've actually hit 6 of 27, and a boot will put it back in front of the Eastern bench. Got a stop in play as Nziza will check into the game, and out goes Cisse.
He definitely kind of has his top 8 or so kids that he plays a lot.
Interesting, though, that Cisse comes in at the 10-minute mark, lowering his shoulder and swatted out of there by McLawrence. Great job by Dom. Had his shoulder put in his sternum, and then he just swats it out of there. Ormond back to Gully. Central working against the man-to-man with an 8-point advantage. Trego triple. Back of the iron, but Ormond with an offensive rebound. They've done well.
Offensive, yeah. They've done a great job in that department, that's for sure.
That is offensive rebound number 9 to just 4 by the Lancers. Corner. Trego runs past his man. Lefty puts it up, no good on the left-hand side, and Spates has it knocked away from behind by Trego, and out of bounds it'll go to the Lancers as Hunter picks up his teammate Julian Ormond, and they'll go back to play defense. Quickly into the front court now. Driving in Ziza, dishes. Spates playing with 3 personal fouls. He's the only one with 3. Miller has 2. And a short miss by Miller as he can't get out to connect. We're under 6 minutes left on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Central leading by 8.
Definitely more of Central's comfort zone pace-wise here in the last few minutes.
Well, and when you've only off the front of the iron and a foul on Dom McLawrence.
Dom tried to clear out Nziza,
who promptly handed Dom the ball after he fouled him. It was like, the referee's going to say, hey, let's not just hand the ball to the foul perpetrator next time. Talking in his ear. Dennis Kim Yong-Juulo checking into the contest for Central. Trego has battled, though they tried to get Mahadi in. The buzzer had rang, but they had already had inbounded the basketball. At 38-30, 8 points is a huge lead with 5 minutes left. Spates goes all the way to the rack and puts it in. Nice take by J-Ron Spates.
Who's only listed at 5'9".
Right. 6-point game. Gully penetrates, goes all the way to the rack, and has it swatted out of there. The expression on Cam's face was like, okay, I survived that, but no foul was called. Just kind of the expression on his face as he went down amongst the timber. Mayan back into the game. Mahadi back into the game. They again buzz, but they're already inbounding the basketball as Paddock did not get in. Gully steps back for a 3, too hard. Mayan the rebound. We're under 5 now. Stop, pop, Moore buries it. Russell Moore has 9. Central's 8-point lead has been cut in half. Shot clock under 10. McLawrence kicks it. 1 extra pass, 2 extra passes. At the buzzer, Mahadi. That 3 is no good, but an offensive rebound by Dennis. He battled with one hand to pull that in. What a pass. What a pass Mo Mahadi.
Just a skip pass right into the hands of Dom.
Bowling that one through traffic. Unbelievable. And a rebound on the other end.
Man, Miller just kind of banged his way into the basket that time.
40-34, Central back by 6. Rustlers a very disciplined offensive team. Julian for triple.
Ooh.
Not gonna drop. .3:15 left. We'll have one more media timeout coming. Mayan doesn't shoot it. Neither does Mirich. Spates will.
Oh, how did that happen?
Well, he had a good box out, but he just jumped around the box out. Did Mayan.
Yeah. Didn't look like he had a shot at that rebound.
We're under 3. 40-34. Gully. Dennis, triple. Front of the iron, no good. It has not been a three-point shooting game for the Rustlers at home. They average 19 a game. They've shot 33. They average shooting 19 a game. And Mirich cuts the lead in half with that triple. They average shooting 19. They've shot 33. And a lot of that, I think, due to the defense that Eastern has thrown at them today. Gully has it knocked off of his leg out of bounds and will turn it over. Media timeout, but before we go to the media timeout, I want to watch this pass by Mo Mahadi. Mo has the ball right here. Watch this pass.
Yeah, bowling is kind of like...
I'm going to play that. Just whoop, and score. That.
I mean, look at how thin the passing lane was on that.
The window, absolutely.
Yep. And he kind of almost put a little English on that, too. To curve it back into his hands. So that was slick.
40-37 our score. 2:15 left to play in the contest. Central leads by 3. 16 of 50 is Eastern, 15 of 51. That's hovering the 30% mark for both. And like I said, the good news, bad news of it all for Central is you have not shot the ball very well at all, but you have out-rebounded the opponent by 10 thanks to 10 offensive rebounds, and the other team has not shot very well in your gym either. Just got word of a technical foul issued on Eastern Wyoming for talking to the Central bench. So coming out of this timeout, Central is going to shoot technical free throws.
Wow.
And it's going to be Jordan Peele that will go shoot him. So with 2:15 left in a one-possession game, I'm not sure who. I think it was on Spates because he's got 4 now.
All right, here we go.
And he is also not in the game anymore.
That's
right. That is pure speculation. I do not know who the foul was on, but a technical foul issued to Eastern Wyoming for talking to the Central bench. And Jordan Peele connects on the first, and it will be Central basketball at the conclusion of this.
That's a huge momentum shifter there.
Ooh. 1 of 2 for JP. Jordan missing.
Oh, they're going to give it.
Oh, I thought a technical was.
I thought it was technical
possession.
I did too.
It changes things a skosh.
I did too.
Possession no favors Central, by the way, with 2:11 left in the contest. Way throws it away, right into the hands of Peele.
Got stuck on the baseline, didn't have any place else to go. Tried to throw it cross court.
Mahadi, 4-point advantage, 2 minutes left to play. Possessions at a premium now down the stretch. Not that they're not throughout 38 minutes of basketball. What a rejection by Mayan. So he knocks that one away with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Mahadi.
I'm here.
Good talk by Eastern to help on that inbound play. 4 to shoot. Mahadi, back of the iron, no good, and rebound by Mayan. 90 seconds left. They get the stop. Now can they get the points? Mayan's going to knife through everybody and score and cut the lead in half with 1:24 left.
Too easy of a bucket that time. Eastern.
A third 5-second count turnover on the Rustlers. Shot clock. So, see, does that tell you that there wasn't a 5-second call because the shot clock was at 26?
That's what their 5-second counts are pretty fast.
So referees are going to go look now because the 30-second clock, they're going to go back and look at this. And so,
are they looking at the 5-second call?
I'm guessing, but I don't.
I didn't know. I mean, how can you do that? Obviously, they know.
Okay, so the 30-second clock had ticked off 4 seconds after the fact.
Okay.
So he's got it. They can watch game clock, though. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to pull this out. Let's go here. Watch the game clock above right here on the shot clock when he's in there. And can't quite see it because of the lettering on there. But they are going to go gold basketball, and that'll be a turnover on Central with 1:17 left. And a full 30-second shot clock. Miric triggering it inbound, former East Thunderbird. Lobs it up top. And shot clock did not start on that one either. Should have went to 20. Really? It's at 18 now. Minute 12 left. 2-point ball game. Gave up the dribble, did Hiragana's way away from the basket. Spate's not in the game, playing with 4 fouls. Shot clock at 4. Trego in the middle of a pack. Comes out of there. He's going to get called for a travel. Right before the shot clock were to expire, they'll get a fresh 20 out of it. And I think that's the right call. You can't turn over and better your position with a basketball.
Yeah, yep.
And they'll call the travel. And then a quick timeout called by Coach Engel. Now, shot clock went back to 20 also, which doesn't matter anyway. It's going to be 19. So full timeout. We'll take it with them. 54 seconds left. Central by 2. Eastern the basketball in a low-scoring one.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here.
Open mic, fade and camera 2, Q Talent.
Join one of the most in-demand creative and technical careers, new media. Live and work anywhere with your choice of thousands of radio and television stations across the country. Travel the globe as a social media influencer. Join a business marketing team or use your new media skills to start and promote your own business. Wherever your dreams take you, it all begins at CWC. Expect hands-on training in all aspects of media production, including video, audio, social media marketing, and web development. Enjoy learning in a collaborative and inclusive atmosphere. Our small class sizes provide one-on-one attention with our expert instructors. Make your way at Central and start your journey to a rewarding career in new media.
56 seconds remain in a 41-39, and I sound like a broken record, low-scoring affair that has seen neither team shoot very well. Eastern is 17 of 51, 33% from the field, 3 of 16, and 18% from the three-point line. They are the better shooting of the teams. If that tells you any indication. Central, 15 of 53, 28%, 6 of 34 from the arc.
Well, we're 18 below our scoring average. They're almost 30 below theirs.
Backcourt, they'll get it to Way. 2-point lead. Oh, that a terrible pass. And another terrible pass. Ball squirts out of bounds. Off of Eastern. Central basketball, says the official.
we've kind of been getting a lot of breaks. All those balls that are kind of questionable seem to be going our way. So.
Well, and they have let them play. I mean, it's a product of kind of their own creation a little bit.
Yep.
Let's go watch this ball go out of bounds here and see where we can see is that's just a pass at the feet. Yep.
And he called it off. Is that more, I think, on the ground?
If
probably?
I had slow motion replay here, I went the wrong way, but I'm going to go.
I think that's more. It goes to the ground right there.
There.
Yep.
Touch right there, very close.
Yep.
47 seconds left. If anybody out there watching would like to, and then another timeout is going to be called. If anybody out there would like to make a donation of $40,000 or so for a replay system, we would entertain all offers. We'll even give you naming rights to it for a few years.
We'll mention it several times during our broadcast.
Yes. And we'll even put your name on the scoreboard and whatever else as you see the Jumbotron above the scoring desk right there with Graham Family Dental, Tyler Graham, and there's MBE Painting, who's our clock operator, Brett Evans, on there. They are late stages of the game in Powell as well, tied at 61 apiece in that ball game. I think they may be even going overtime in that ball game. 41-39, Central basketball. They've got to get the ball across the timeline. 47 seconds left in regulation time. And how big would this be? Coach called the loss at Eastern Wyoming, in which they lost by 21, the most disappointing loss of the season. This might be the most disappointing win of the season, given how they played and yet getting the win. Mahadi takes the inbound. They have 7 fouls, so it'll just be 1 in the bonus if they decide to foul Central. Central has fouls to give to get Eastern to the bonus. Mahadi. And there's no point in fouling now that you've let this much time go off of the clock. Mahadi working on Cisse. 9 to shoot. Ormond. Outside Trego. 3 seconds. Julian, mid-range, back of the iron.
Oh, there we go.
Mahadi had the ball tipped by Peel, and now they'll foul immediately. Jordan Peel knocked it down and allowed Mahadi to come get the rebound. The 11th offensive rebound of the night for the Rustlers.
That is going to be the biggest stat of the game.
Peel knocked it down so Mahadi could go get it, and he gets fouled. And the foul is on Cisse, his first. Jordan made the first. He's a 91% free throw shooter. Excuse me, this is Mahadi, sorry.
Rebound by Paddock.
Offensive rebound, my friend.
Oh, my gosh.
And Paddock gaps
Isaac.
Another one. That is rebound number 6 for Isaac Paddock. Mahadi had a chance. He's a 57% free throw shooter. Isaac 72%. Isaac on the day. His third free throw, and he can't get it.
Another offensive rebound.
Wow. Spazievich had boxed out Central all over the place, but a big offensive rebound. We're going to go watch that as well. Watch this rebound on this, as watch Spazievich with the box out right there, but then it bounces right into Isaac's hands. And now it's 2 shots for Central, with 3 big offensive rebounds in the final 10 seconds of the ball game. Mahadi makes it a full 1-possession game and a quick timeout by the head coach, Pat Rafferty. Free throws coming. Lead by 3 with 4.6 left. We'll come back after this timeout. This is Rustler Basketball.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
That's extremely exciting.
Absolutely fascinating.
There's something you're doing that's magic.
Hey y'all, my name is Denali Klein. I'm a corporal in the Wyoming Army National Guard. I am a 42 Alpha, which is a human resource specialist. I help soldiers in the Guard be administratively correct. I serve in the Wyoming Army National Guard because I wanted to take full advantage of my benefits, and it is a privilege to serve my community. I am the Cowboy Guard.
Mahadi at the line to make it a two-possession game and put it on ice. Can't. Mirich, the quick rebound and a quick timeout. But it doesn't advance in men's basketball the way it does in women's basketball. They're still going to have to go 94 feet with 4 seconds left. Good news, bad news is that free throw didn't go down. Good news is a three's not going to beat you. A three sends you to overtime.
And, Eastern has not shot well from the three-point line, so.
Well, that's either team tonight. 3 of 16 from 3. Central 6 of 34. They've almost doubled their per-game attempt average.
Wow.
Tonight. .3, they put 0.3 seconds back on the clock. Trego, Ormond, McLawrence, Mahadi, and Paddock heading back to the bench on another timeout. And I believe that will exhaust our timeouts in this ballgame. Neither team will have a timeout now. Here's the deal. If you're Central, you foul.
Yeah.
Because you have one to give with 4.3 seconds left. You foul, and you maybe let him catch. You let him catch, make a move, and then foul. So now there's 2 seconds left.
Yeah,
so to speak. You just don't let him catch and shoot and foul at the same time and go to the line for 3. But
right, that's why that's kind of the hard one, isn't it? Right. Sure.
We'll see how Coach Raft plays it. McLawrence will put him stack 1 through 4 at the half-court line. Again, Central has a foul to give. We'll see how it pans out. And they get the ball to Spazievich. Gunning it up. Shot for 3 is going to be fouled. Are they going to give him? Oh, they'll wave it off. They'll say nothing. Wow, hold your breath for a second. I thought he was going to give a 3 call. But wait, there's more.
That whistle came.
What was the whistle about, even? Let's watch what they're going to watch. Here's the final 2.2 seconds.
Was there 0 on the clock when he shot?
No, he let it go in time. Let's go back again. They're going to put 0.6 seconds on the clock, but I'm not. What was the whistle? Was he out of bounds? You can't tell because of our score banner on the bottom, but I'm not sure what. Right here, guns it up ahead. Interesting.
It didn't look like, to me, from that shot, did it look like there was a foul? It looked like he might have got it with his.
Yeah, like from behind.
Yeah.
All Central has to do is inbound this, just throw it up in the air or deep in the backcourt, and that's how it ends. Central out-uglies Eastern Wyoming on a Saturday afternoon at Rustler Gym, and Central gets the sweep in a 42-39 40-minute effort by these two teams. And you know, it's the good news, bad news thing. And as poorly as maybe each team played or forced the other team to play. They gutted it out. And if you're Eastern, you were in this till the buzzer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a consolation prize, and nobody, there's no moral victories in this on the scoreboard, but it was a subpar game on everybody's behalf, unfortunately. But for Central, fortunately, they get the win as the two head coaches meet at midcourt in this one. The players autographing some T-shirts on free T-shirt night for CWC. And the Rustlers have won twice. The women winning 77-75. The men win 42-39. And story of the game, offensive rebounds.
That was the difference.
13 offensive rebounds, including three in the last, 15 seconds of the contest.
Yep. Would have been totally different, I think.
I don't have individual offensive rebounds. Well, yes, I do. Guess what? I'm going to go find it for you because that's how they haven't put the official box score up. Yes, they have now. Offensive rebounds tonight for the Rustlers. Isaac Paddock, 4. Jordan Peele, 2. Julian Ormond, 1. Where else? Who else? Well, for some reason they had Miles Hersha as a starter tonight. Hunter Trago had 1 offensive rebound, 6 defensive rebounds in this ball game, and Central wins 42-39. Is that? I don't know what else to say about this other than you'd rather win ugly than lose real ugly.
Mean, right now, that's what we have to tell any CWC fan out there. As much of a struggle as that was, we have more points at the end of the game.
Final score tonight, 42-39. The Rustler men victorious. The Rustler women won an offensive explosion on top of what this game was, 77-75. And the Bailey Enterprises post-game show coming up after this timeout. You've been watching Rustler basketball from Rustler Media.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We've got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Is central for making dreams come true.
Central to empowerment.
Central to the future of higher education in America.
Central to football.
Central to my heritage.
Central to healthcare.
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching. Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming. I'm Staff Sergeant Amanda Fry. I'm a public affairs specialist for the Wyoming Army National Guard. One of the reasons I joined is because the Army National Guard offers a lot of benefits for education, just all sorts of stuff. So I joined for a lot of the benefits, but it really has become an important part of my life. It's a source of pride for me. I love serving my state and my country, and I love the job that I have here. I get to go meet new people, meet new soldiers, learn their stories, and help tell their story.
I am the Cowboy Guard.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
This is the Bailey Enterprises postgame show. Your final score in this one tonight in favor of the Rustlers, 42-39, and I'm hoping that we're going to see Hunter Trago up here in the press box along with our head coach as the Rustlers win it tonight. And here's a weird, wild, crazy stat. Central did not score a field goal in the final 4:06 of that ball game. Here's another weird stat for you. In a game that only saw 42-39 points scored, Central had a 9-point lead at one time, and Eastern had a 7-point lead at one time in a game that only saw 42-39 points scored.
I do not remember that big a lead by either team.
Eastern's lead came at the 6:27 mark of the first half. Central's lead came with 11:57 left in the ball game of that. But
wow.
just a weird anomaly of games. 20-16 at half. Central outscores Eastern 26-19 in the second half. And I have asked for Hunter Trago to pop up here. Northwest pulls off a sweep today. They win the women's game by a count of 61-46. They win the men's game 85-77 in the game. Let's take a look at some final statistics in today's game, and we'll start with Central. Dom McLawrence scores 13. I think I need to make sure that this is all correct here because I've got some crazy stuff going on if that is in fact the case. Yeah, Dominic McLawrence, 13 points tonight, 6 of 7 from the floor. 7 points Hunter Trago, 7 points Jordan Peele, 5 points Julian Ormond. Cam Gully had 3, Isaac Paddock had 2, Malachi Kottman had 2, Mo Mahadi had 3. And that's how it goes as a quartet of kids going to get their picture taken underneath the basket for Central. And we'll get the headphones on the coach here in just a second. Leading the way for the Eastern Lancers, Jaron Spates had 10, 9 for Russell Moore. And then it was a lot of others. Spazievich with 4, 3 for Eli, 3 for Jock Mayan, 9 for Russell Moore, as I mentioned. Rodrigo Sanchez had 3. Kyrie Rashid had 2 in the contest. So 42-39. Catch the coach here in just a quick second. And again, Central won the rebounding battle in this one, 39-28. But the big key was offensive rebounds in this one. We'll have the coach throw those headphones on right there, and I'm going to go with 2 things. First off, Coach, you had mentioned the game at Eastern was the most disappointing loss of the season. I tongue-in-cheek said prior to this one being over that if you won, it would be the most disappointing win of the season.
That's pretty accurate. I'm and then probably have mental and emotional issues, but a lot of this goes with I want us to play hard. I want us to play right. And we were the farthest thing from that today.
And yet you won.
Yeah, we did. And I know, and I'll feel a lot better about winning tomorrow and all that kind of thing. But just right now, I'm glad we won. But I just was really disappointed in our approach today and our lack of just purposefulness.
You shot 30-something threes when normally you shoot around 19 a game, and you had that at halftime almost. Was that a product of the defense that was making you shoot those?
No,
or?
I just thought we were kind of soft, and we weren't attacking and getting our rolls and hitting our guys on our rolls and our high-low when we knew they were going to switch the ball screens, but we weren't real physical on the duck ends with the guys that had switched. Their guard had switched on one of our frontline guys, so we just were kind of soft and didn't take advantage of the things that, conversely, I thought we did last night.
On the I guess the highlight of this was offensive rebounds tonight, in which you guys had 13, including 3 in the final 10 seconds on a couple of missed free throws.
Well, that was all by design, great coaching to make sure that we miss all those free throws so we can get the rebounds.
Well, congratulations, because it worked.
That was the one thing we executed.
Offensive rebounds tonight, 13 of them was awesome.
And like you said, and then 3 unusual circumstances back to back where we rebounded and missed free throws. So, yeah, that was part of the strategy to miss the free throws so we could rebound them.
All right, you heard it here first. And Northwest wins 85-77. You'll go to Northwest on Thursday. Real quick, a look ahead to that game.
I can't right now.
Okay.
I mean, they're good. They're well coached. We had a really good hard-fought win here. And if we show up with the same approach and the same agenda, our aggressive, our lack of aggressiveness, our lack of pace, our lack of toughness, we'll get hammered.
I will say this, though. 2 wins on a weekend has been a while coming for Central men's basketball, and it was awesome to see that happen this weekend. Congratulations.
Well, I'm glad, and everybody can make excuses for the back-to-back. They had back-to-back on the road. You know, they had to play in Powell last night and then be here this morning. So they had, you know, the back-to-back, it is what it is. You have to do it. These guys should have been able to do that and not have that as an excuse that we played last night or whatever the case may be. You're here to play. You know, and you're here to compete. And I was just I thought we took some steps back today, but we were lucky enough to get a win.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, thanks for coming up, and we'll talk to you next week.
Okay, bud.
Head coach Pat Rafferty. Let's talk with Hunter Trego, and, hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk with you last night. You had the defensive assignment of T.J. Coulter, who ended up with 21 in the first half, 4 in the second half. Tell me about that last night.
Well, we didn't really look in at the start, but we as we came in in the locker room, coming off the halftime, I felt like we kind of took that challenge a bit better, especially as a team. And as you can see, we kind of kept it under 4 points in the second half. So it was good.
Ended up with 25, I think, after 21 in the first half. Tell me about this game. Have you ever been a part of a game where you look at the stat sheet and you look at your half and you're like, oh, there's no way we were in this game, and not only that, but you won this ball game? Have you been a part of something like that?
I have. This was kind of crazy. It was crazy. It wasn't really our best game, of course, but yeah, I have been in this kind of situation, especially in my school. But yeah, it was kind of rough today, but it was good to get a win.
You led the rebounding stats. Do you know that you're not the tallest guy on the court?
Of course.
That shouldn't be happening. But
every game.
Yeah, so about heart and desire then, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and tell me who you would – I kind of put you guys on the spot. Who would you count as a player of the game on your side? Because it's so hard, because you all play so integral in what you do that the team effort makes it hard to pick a player of the game.
You talk about like both games?
Tonight on your time.
I gotta give it to Jordan, especially hitting those tough shots at the end. So, I mean, it was good. He played well, and he kind of fight. Oh, we all did as a group, but I gotta give it to Jordan.
You took a pretty good shot to the eye, right? Was it in the eye? And you okay?
I'm good. I'm feeling better.
The win helps. I appreciate your family. They watch. They chime in, and I noticed you're left-handed. Your twin brother is right-handed.
Exactly,
and any other little anomalies between you and your twin?
I mean, that's it. I guess. Yeah.
How big is it? What was the vibe? What was the talk between you and your teammates after winning back-to-back and kind of climbing back into the conference race a bit?
Well, after this game, we're lucky. That's what I was saying. We're just lucky, but it feels really good to get 2 wins in the weekend, especially a redemption game against these 2 teams. They're good teams, but yeah, it was good to get 2 wins this weekend, sir.
Trego family says, hi, Hunter, love you. You want to say something back to them?
Hi, Mom, hi, Dad. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm not used to this, but.
What time is it there right now? It's tomorrow already. It's probably, 6 in the morning or something? It's 6:06 here.
I think it's like midday. It's like midday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they're skipping, well, it's Sunday, so I said they're not skipping work, but
Prairie Church.
I tried to get you up here last night, but congrats on the win. Congrats. Yeah. Good luck next week.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you. Thank you for coming up, Hunter Trago. The Rustlers win it tonight. Final count of 42-39. An excited Hunter Trago and his teammates here as they get the W here this evening at Rustler Gymnasium. Rustlers win both 77-75 in the women's game. They win the nightcap in the men's game 42-39. And Devin Davis, any quick thoughts on this one here tonight?
I don't think I'll forget this game anytime soon. Not because, it's great. Coach Rafferty, I can see why he was disappointed. But, man, you're going to have just scrappy games like that. And to say that you're on the winning side, does take some character. And I think you'll probably, like you said, I'll probably realize that tomorrow.
Right.
But,
yeah.
Two wins, like you said, by CWC back-to-back. That's a big thing, and I think it's a good weekend for both teams.
Offensive rebounds seemed to be the theme we were on. The women didn't have any till late, and they end up with a 2-point win. Men had 13, end up with a 3-point win here tonight, and a disappointing win for head coach Pat Rafferty, but a win is a win. Thanks to Amanda Nikoloff and the new media kids, Noah, also Addie, and Julian as well. Francis Obakoya, our engineer. Devin Davis, I'm John Gabrielson. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back at you again, and it seems like forever, March 1st, with the Rustlers host Gillette College. This has been a presentation of Rustler Media. Thanks for watching and sticking with us here on Rustler Media from Rustler Athletics.